is your first time, I hope you'll stay. Espero que te quedes. Now, today we're going to be looking at some colloquial expressions in Spanish that look very similar, but their meanings are very, very different. The more fluent we become in English, the more fluent you become in Spanish, the more colloquial expressions you're going to be using. And obviously in spoken Spanish, these expressions are all very, very common. So I think this is going to be a very useful video for you because it means that if you know them, you won't make these mistakes. I've made them, and so have many other people before me. And so today I thought the time has come to go over these very common expressions with you, and hopefully we won't make these mistakes. These expressions are not new. You've heard them a million times, but you might have got them mixed up. So after this session, hopefully this will not happen anymore. Let's jump right into it because I don't want to take up too much of your time. Right, so the first expression we have, and it's not even that colloquial, this is standard neutral Spanish. Tengo sueño. Tengo sueño. I'm sleepy. Tengo sueño. Okay, anoche dormí fatal. So last night I slept really badly. Tengo sueño. I'm sleepy. Whereas tener un sueño changes a little bit, right? So to be sleepy, tener sueño. To be sleepy, not to be confused with tener un sueño. Just like Martin Luther King did, he had a dream. Okay? Tener un sueño. Okay? Or more literally, I had a dream last night. Tuve un sueño anoche. I had a dream last night. So to have a dream. Okay? Have a dream. Don't get those two confused. You can be sleepy and you can have a dream. Not the same thing. Right, let's move on. Next one we have is hacerse una película. Okay? Versus hacer una película. So hacerse una película is when you just allow your imagination to run off, to go wild. You imagine all sorts of things. It's that tendency to overthink. You overthink way too much, and this can sometimes get us in a pickle. So, to overthink, or imagine things, okay? Make things up in your head. Yeah, we all do that. We're all guilty of doing that sometime or another. And hacer una película is just what it means. To make a movie, to make a film. To make a film, okay? Those students that are doing in media have made a film, okay? Hicieron una película, literal. So the next one, estar de muerte, made a mistake here, muerte. Estar de muerte y estar muerto. Two different things. Estar de muerte means something is amazing. So to be amazing, so I might say, la comida que hace tu madre está de muerte. So the food that your mom prepares is amazing. Está de muerte. Whereas estar muerto means to die. To be dead. Not the same thing at all. So sometimes one little word changes everything. And when we're talking, it can be quite embarrassing when we want to say one thing, but instead we say something completely different. Estar de muerte. Really good, amazing, something very positive. Whereas estar muerto is not positive at all. Lifeless. Don't get confused with those two. Okie dokie, moving on. Okay, quedarse en blanco. Not the same as quedarse en blanco. Quedarse en blanco is when you've forgotten everything. So imagine you're in an exam and your mind just goes blank and you've forgotten everything. quedé en blanco en el examen. Okay? My mind went blank in the exam. I forgot absolutely everything. So to forget everything. Whereas quedarse blanco means you go pale. Maybe because you've had a fright or something's just shocked you. Te quedas blanco. Well, not me. It'd be hard for me to to go very pale, but I might. It's just not as white as other people. From a massive shock, you go pale, as white as paper. Yeah, pale. So that's the difference. Quedarse en blanco, you've forgotten everything, whereas quedarse blanco, you go pale. No expression. Right, moving on. I love that one, but we do get that one confused sometimes. Ser atento y estar atento. And we've seen the difference between ser and estar, but a lot of times we do tend to forget. Why? We're learning. That's why. We're learning. So, ser atento refers to a person who is kind. Okay? Mi hermana es muy atenta con todo el mundo. Es así. So my sister is kind to everyone. She's just like this. So it's to be kind, to be a nice person. Maybe you're always doing things that are very thoughtful. Because you are, eres atento, una persona atenta. Okay? So you're caring in that way. You eres detallista, no? You're a thoughtful person. Whereas estar atento, it means to pay attention. Okay, maybe in a lesson you're not always paying attention. Tienes que prestar más atención en clase. Tienes que estar más atento. Okay, so that's the difference. Ser means refers to a person being thoughtful, being kind, whereas estar atento means you're paying attention because you're listening and you're hearing what I'm saying and you are with me, we're on the same page. Come on. Okay, fantastic. Next one, a la larga versus a lo largo. Sometimes it's just a letter that changes. In this case, 2 letters, but it does make a difference. A la larga refers to time. So, with time, as time passes by, a la larga será mejor para ti quedar a vivir con nosotros. Okay? A lo largo refers to during. So during a moment, during a period, let's say during. Habló todo el rato a lo largo de la película. So she spoke all throughout the film. During the film, she spoke the whole time. A lo largo, throughout or during. During or throughout. Throughout. Okay? Throughout the whole film, she spoke. A lo largo de la película, habló todo el rato. Okay? A lo largo de la semana, intento hacer un poco de ejercicio. Okay? So during the week, I try to do a bit of exercise. Okay? Right, I hope that you understand the difference between those two. Moving on, it's one of my favorite expressions, people. I do use this a lot because I'm always knackered. Estar hecho polvo means that you're very tired, okay? Estar hecho polvo, to be knackered. Be tired, be very tired. Estoy hecho polvo, okay? Physically, emotionally, spiritually. Estoy hecho polvo. Hacer polvo algo, it means to completely ruin something. So, to destroy or ruin something. Okay? Hizo polvo a mi casa con esa fiesta. Okay? So she completely destroyed my house with that party. Okay? Love that. Moving on to the next one, we have dar vueltas y darle vueltas. They look very similar, but they're very different. So dar vueltas is literally, okay, to turn around, to move your body in a circle. Yeah, to spin around, to turn around, es to dar vueltas. No des tantas vueltas en clase, hombre. Okay? To spin around. Whereas darle vueltas is to overthink. When you think about something for a long time, over and over again, to overthink. Okay, right. Next one. Meter la pata. Love that expression, and you would have seen this. It means to put your foot in it. Okay? When you make a mistake, to put your foot in it, and I love that. So to make a mistake, meter la pata, put your foot in it, quite literally. Okay? Meter la pata, meter la pata. Meter la pata is to do that, to put your foot in it, which would be our direct translation, to make a mistake. Right? Whereas meter la mano, this has two meanings actually. It could mean you're quite touchy-feely with someone in a sexual manner, or it can mean that you start working on a difficult situation. Okay? So start working, you start on a difficult, start working on a difficult topic or situation. Okay? So that is it. Meter la pata, so you put your foot in it, you made a mistake, you've mocked it all up. Meter la mano, you start working on that situation or whatever it is. That's probably not the easiest thing to do. Okay? Roll your sleeves up and get working, get going. And so the last one I have for you is estar por las nubes versus estar en las nubes. Okay, first one, estar por las nubes. Normally you use this expression to refer to prices. So the prices of housing has gone up. Los alquileres en Londres están por las nubes. So rent in London is just astronomical. They are through the roof, so expensive, and so that's what that means, to be expensive. Okay? Expensive. Can't afford to live in London nowadays. Look, I've had to run away. Right. Y estar en las nubes means that you are distracted, you are daydreaming, you're not with me today, you're somewhere else. Somewhere else that's not here. So to be distracted or daydreaming. Okay? Escucha, oye, no me estás haciendo caso. Hoy estás en las nubes. So, hey, wakey, wakey, you're not with me today. Today you're very distracted. You're not here with me. So that is it. Let me know that if you've had any difficulties with any of these, and well, I hope now that I've pointed them out, you don't continue to make any mistakes. And so with that, I'm going to leave you until next time. Take care. Bye.